On today's episode of Home Care Digital, we are talking about how to measure social media success, or in other words, your ROI, and also in other words, your return on investment. The first way to measure social media success is through reach. Often when we think about social media, we're checking out engagement, but what's really important is, hey, how much of our content is getting in front of people that we want to see it. And so by looking at analytics or business analytics on our pages, we can determine how many people are actually getting and seeing what it is that we're sharing. And that's really the good metric, because people may not always be liking and commenting, but that doesn't mean that they're not seeing your content. So focusing on reach is a great place to really look at your data and see how well it's performing, to see which posts are doing well, what you could tweak, what you could improve. So reach is one of the first metrics that you want to make sure that you look at. The next thing you want to look at is social media growth. Is your channel actually growing? Are you doing things that are going to continue to grow your followers and increase your subscribers? This is an essential piece. We need to think about growing our social media channels the same way that we think about growing our business, growing the bank account, right? These are things that we want. Social media is no different, and you should have strategies around creating a growth plan so that you can grow these numbers. So focusing on, hey, what can we do to grow these numbers? Where are we at? How are we measuring? How are we increasing? So this is another way that we can measure our social media success. The next way is through traffic. Actual traffic coming to our website. Do we have data and analytics to look and see, okay, social media has driven this amount of viewers, this amount of people to our website. Now, in order to be able to do this, we have to have Google Analytics set up. So if you don't have that, that's an important thing where you can actually go in and see, okay, well, Facebook generated this many views to our website. So that's another way that you can measure your social media success. The last way is through leads. Are people actually contacting you or signing up for a lead magnet that you potentially have, which I'll talk about in a later episode? But are people coming to your site from these social media channels and actually opting in? We need to know this, and this is a fundamental piece, because this is one of the best ways to actually track, because when someone comes in and they become a lead, contact you, fill out a form, we can then determine, all right, well, this lead came from Facebook, we converted them as a client, now we should be spending more time on social media because we know that it's generating results. But if we don't know our numbers and we don't know where we're at, then we have no way of knowing how much time we should be spending on social media or how much money we should be spending on social media. We have to know these numbers. We have to look at all these things. So this is why it's so essential that we're keeping mind of all of these different aspects. So let's review. First thing, reach. Checking out our posts. How many people are we getting in front of? These are the things that we want to know. That's going to help us analyze the different types of posts and how to evaluate the success of those individual posts. Next thing, following growth. Is your channel growing? Are you focusing on ways that grow your audience, getting in front of new people, expanding your audience, expanding your market, doing certain things that are going to drive more traffic to your social media channels? Number 3, traffic. Is your social media actually generating traffic to your website? And lastly, leads. How are you actually converting those leads on your website, getting them to fill out a form, getting a lead magnet? So when it comes to measuring your social media success and ROI, these are the 4 things that you want to look at. Do you want to learn how so many people just like you are getting incredible results on social media? Then you have got to check out my brand new free training, Social Media Success, where you're going to learn the 5 biggest mistakes home care business owners are making and how you can avoid them. All you got to do is go to thedigitalchamps.com/social and start watching today.